Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2025 draft out of the U, out of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
And he's coming off a game where he was pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. And he had a couple nice throws mixed in, a couple decent drives here and there. But the inability to find the end zone, of course, he had the one interception. So a lot to clean up, a lot to improve. Not just him, but frankly the entire offense.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Ward. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
A carry here for Spears. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
No gain on the play. It's third.
Throwing on third down, Ward. He's got his man. Complete to Dell.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for Titans. First down.
Play action. Ward. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. Off play action, it's Ward. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. To the air again, Ward. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The punt team comes on, and here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 and quarterback Jalen Hurts.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Hurts. Quick throw, taken in. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep for Tennessee, Jim DK. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Titans offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league, and then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat them.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Raiders' kick is good. And the Titans are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 4.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. Here's Braden Mann now. He's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. A nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
At their own 26-yard line.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. It'll be swung out wide to Spears. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Now Ward to throw. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
On play action, it's Ward. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter.
7 yards.
Josh Campbell in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Titans out to the early lead. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Titans football here to start quarter number 2. They are facing a 2nd and long. That's caught by Spears out of the backfield. 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Now he'll air one out. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36.
A run with Barkley. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. Fought through that first contact. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
37-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Open man. That's Dante Thornton. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Third down.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Xavier Woods on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Titans' 47-yard line.
Here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
A gain of 6. That's another Eagles.
They'll run. It's Barkley. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 8.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
On second down, Hurts. Open man is Horton. He's got it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up third and 3.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. Able to get the third down conversion.
And the Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And, oh, they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. At the
To throw on second down is Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
4. Makes it third and 7.
So out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he'll work this into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line, taken down after a gain of 5.
A gain of 6.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hurts next. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another Eagles first down. First down and goal to go.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. A lot of bodies down there, but there's one with the football, the quarterback. It's all that matters. Breaks the plane for the touchdown.
And all that quarterback is looking for, Mike, is the smallest of creases before that snap. Once he identifies it, all that's left to do is put your head down, get behind the big boys up front, and drive the legs across the goal line.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll start out first down and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. A run with Spears. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Third down, they need 5.
Brings up third and 5.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Ward now on third down. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To throw is Hurts. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down to 37. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
On first down, it's Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Hurts again. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
And that is incomplete. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Titans offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Ward. He's got a man here. That's Alec Eilmanner. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Ward. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Titans first down.
To throw is Ward. That one caught by Tank Dell. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. 4 yards.
Man in motion, heading right.
2nd and 6.
To the air again, Ward. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. This is 3rd and 6.
Nolan Smith on the coverage defensively.
Ward to throw again. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10.
9-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
As we get back underway here on EA Sports. A return now from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Xavier Woods there on the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Once again, it's Barkley. He'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
To throw is Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd down, Barkley. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 3rd and 2. Hurts. To the outside. He's got Smith. He's got the 1st down. Not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Titans.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Brings up 3rd and
Converted
5.
twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
The 36-yard line.
To the air again. Hurts. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hurts will try it again. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And 2.
Again, Hurts. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On play action, here's Hurts. That is hauled in at the 5. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Saquon. And that play to little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Barkley. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Dante Thornton was the intended target. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal. Elliott's kick is good. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Titans offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Just a lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Spears to start the drive. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. It'll be swung out wide to Spears. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good.
Slot man going to move in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. That's made right side by Eilman. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Titans first down.
Here's a handoff to Spears. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Spears. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he will get into the end zone. Rondale Moore. Touchdown Titans. That touchdown #1 for him on the year.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get it underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. from the 33. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. Fourth quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. To throw is Hurts. Open man, that's Duvernay. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good. For the Eagles, 1st down.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter. That's a huge 1st down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
On play action, Hurts. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. That one complete to Brown.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15 halfway there as he's down at the 15.
10 at the 15-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. Not much there, maybe a yard. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And this offensive line, creating running space, he'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on 4th down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6? Or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
Jimmy DK now to return it. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Titans offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Play fake, now Ward to throw. This is caught downfield, it's Dell.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Titans 1st down.
A carry here for Spears, and he he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
At the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Once again, it's Spears. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Throwing on third down, Ward. That'll be taken in by Moore. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. Justin Aboigbe getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall, but after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left, and for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 1 on the play makes it third and 7.
Third and a long way to go. Here's a handoff to Barkley. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. They're just going to bring up fourth down. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second, as they'll discuss what's to come. As fourth down is looming. Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Titans offense ready for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Out of the gun, Ward. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 7 yards.
From the gun, here's Ward. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. They snap it to Ward. Over the middle, that's Komet. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This is first and 10. They'll drop to throw. A throw left side finds down. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 17 yards on that play. That's good for a Titan first down.
17 yards. First down, Tennessee.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive. All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, Your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before third down. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Ward now on third down. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. A first down throw for Hurts. Here's second down.
Saquon Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Brings up third down.
A lot riding on this play. High game, final minute, third down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Grenade with the ground. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
For the Eagles, first down.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He keeps it himself. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up
on second down, Hurts. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Eagles.
Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. On the return, it's Jim DK. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll begin with first and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground with Spears. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. And that not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. Here's a second and 3 from the 33. Now a first throw here in overtime. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
It's third down. And 3 yards to go.
They'll run Mullins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up fourth down.
The Titans sending out their punter. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Titans' 40-yard line.
They'll run. It's Barkley. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. And that not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Hurts. That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.
Fall back here, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back here, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back here, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back here, get back. Fall like yellow on leaves. Ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves.